Good greetings, Rusty Dog here, and welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yes, hi to Steve Zodiac in the chat and Andy K, welcome. I love how I have 6 people watching and then the moment the stream starts, 3 of them disappear. What's that all about? Oh, okay, everyone's gone. Ah, man. Should I just forget this and just do an upload instead? We'll see how it goes. Anyway, so yes, I've been dying to do this. Finally managed to get hold of the Spitfire. So I bought that last night and I've been itching to do it today. I've had a little bit of a play around with it just to familiarize myself with it. And I'm hopefully going to try and do... I'm going to try and fly it, to be honest, because it's a bit difficult. So let's get into it and see where we end up. So here it is. This is the Supermarine Spitfire Mark 9C. On the thumbnail it says they're flying the Spitfire LF. So LF stands for Low Altitude Fighter. Been doing my homework. Now there's two models. There's the, I think it's called the elliptical wing version, and then we got the clipped wings version, which I've not tried yet. And we have a selection of liveries. The first one is Flying Iron. These are the guys who made the plane in the first place, Flying Iron Simulations. Black Spit, and then we have the Royal Air Force. What have we got this one? Yeah, the RAF 93rd Squadron, 126 Squadron Muscat, the one with the teeth, which I quite like, the RAAF 457 Squadron Grey Nurse, and then something beginning with M, I don't know what that is, and SAAF 40 Squadron, which is the one I'll be in today. So the engine on this plane is a Merlin 66. I believe. If I get anything wrong and you guys know any different, please let me know. Hi, Ian Schofield. Welcome. Yeah, if I get any information wrong, please let me know. So this plane is amazing. It's got a really good high level of detail. So the last update Microsoft Flight Sim got was UK, Ireland update. And of course, that includes landmarks and stuff like that. One of those landmarks that got enhanced was the White Cliffs of Dover. And now we have a Spitfire, so I guess you guys know where this is going. So the Battle of Britain run was around the southeast coast of the UK. At least that was one of the runs. I'm sure there was a few. So let me just see if I can show this to you. Let me see. Give me a second, guys. Where are you? I think this one. Nope, that hasn't worked. Why not? I think maybe because I have it minimized. One moment. There we go. All right. So this is the Battle of Britain route. This is one you can actually go in. If you choose Spitfire here, you'll see you can do the 65-minute Battle of Britain airfields flight in a Spitfire for £6,000. So if you happen to have £6,000 lying around, hey, why not treat yourself? And then you can do the White Cliffs of Dover flight if you haven't quite got £6,000 lying around, but you've got 5. Yeah, either way, this must be an amazing experience. So these are the routes of all the different experiences you can have: the Beachy Head, the White Cliffs of Dover, and we have the Battle of Britain airfields. This is the route I'm going to concentrate on today, taking off from Biggin Hill, landing back at Biggin Hill, and basically covering the Kent area and the southeast coastal area down to Folkestone here, the White Cliffs, where Dover is there, zipping up to Manston and across to Faversham, up to the Isle of... Can't remember what it says. What's this one? The Isle of Shep or something? Sheppel? I don't know, whatever. Down to this waypoint, the Det waypoint, and then across up to Gravesend, back to Biggin Hill. Now it says it's a 65-minute experience. I'm sure in my hands it's going to be a disaster. So what I've done, or tried to do, is this. I've mapped this out in a little nav map here. So pretty much that's the route as far as I can, as near as damn it as I can get it. I'm covering the Det DME, whatever it's called, the VOR thing. And we are covering down there. We've got the White Cliffs there, which it's more or less there. So I've added all these waypoints, and I've saved it out as a flight plan for Flight Sim. So I'm going to load this in, and we're going to see where we're going with this. Looks like I'm going to have to take off from runway 21 and also land at runway 21. By the looks of it, I think, right? Because 21 is coming out that way, so we'll see what happens. I'm sure it's going to go without a hitch. This is already a tricky plane to fly. I'm aware of this. So I'm under no illusions. Oh, no way. I'm under no illusions about what's ahead of me here. So let's get the flight plan loaded. Now you're not going to be able to see this, but trust me, I am in the process of loading it. Get to the folder. Is Isle of Britain, and yeah, there it is, and it reckons 51 minutes. Yeah, taking off in this plane is tricky. Sheppy, thank you, Andy. Sheppy. Hello, Mark Thomas and Sinclair Research and Freaky Deaky. Hi, guys. Yeah, so taking off in this plane is tricky. Landing in this plane, even more tricky. I am bound to screw this up, guys, so bear with me. Yeah, let's change this entry point. 21, I think. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm going to have to reload it in. I didn't think that was going to happen. Let's load that again. I didn't think it was gonna blitz it all out. I'm going to try and make sure that I land at runway 21. When I come back in, I'm just going to have to specify. Come on. Flight plans, where are you? There we go. All right. The one thing I want to change is the time of day. And I think I'm going to change the weather as well. I'm just going to have... let's have a look. Custom. So we'll just choose a few clouds. Now, how far can I go back here? Oh no, you can't. Really? You have to hold, you have to click. I was going to go back to 1940. So between July and October was the Battle of Britain. So we're going to do a run in around August. Let's leave it August the 15th. And again, we'll set the time to around, let's say about 10 a.m., something like this, maybe. All right, I'm happy with that. Let's turn off the other traffic, save on any potential frame rate problems. Now it's starting on a runway, which I don't want to do. But I have a feeling if I change this, is it going to knock it out again? No, it's not. Okay, so I can start there. Fantastic. All right. Let's have a look at this plane. You're in my backyard. I thought you were in Ireland, Andy. Yeah. This plane is absolutely gorgeous, and you know, to be honest, it was thanks to Colossus One's donation yesterday on the Elite live stream that allowed me to get the plane last night, as opposed to having to wait until late on in the week. So thanks to him, I was able to be able to grab this plane, and oh, I've been itching to get it since I knew that they'd released it. Yeah, when I got Flight Simulator, there was two planes I wanted to fly. One was a Spitfire, one was Concorde. Concorde I know is in the works. I think there's a really good version in the works at the moment. And the Spitfire is here. So when I heard of it, that it was here, I was just itching to get this. And not only did they release a Spitfire, but they released a seriously good one. Oh, this is going to be tricky. Come on, hurry up and load. I hope I don't get any frame rate issues. Last couple of runs in Flight Sim, I've been in flight and suddenly I've lost my frame rates. So the only way to get out of that is to go back to the main menu. So I'm hoping that's not going to happen. All right, Biggin Hill, guys. Not Benny Hill. Don't confuse it with Benny Hill. There she is. All right. Yes, the tail is in the air. That's just because we've not reset the plane. Look at the detail on this. Right, let's get it reset. There we go. All right. So here's the plane. Wait till I fire it up, guys. Wait till I fire this up. Now there is some glass bug here because there's essentially two cockpits here, or two glass. There's a glass cockpit at the back and one that needs to slide forward. Well, there's a little bit of glass flickery going on there. But yeah. So let's take a closer look if we can. If it will respond to my. Yeah, it will. Okay. Let me get my cursor out of the way. My mouse pointer. Right, let's take a look around this awesome machine and then we'll get it fired up. No, let me rephrase that. We'll try and fire it up. So you can see on the propeller there, on the yellow paint, we've got bits of paint missing, and the detail is nuts. The closer you go, the more you see. Oh my god, I have no idea how to slow this camera down. I used to be able to do it, and then I had to rebind a few things, and I've lost the ability to do that. So let's take a look over by the wheels. Got the tires there, even with a bit of, I think they just sunk into the ground to give it that, you know, that effect of air being in there and pushing down. And we've got these, I think these are the radiators, right, underneath, I guess. Have they got the Hawker Hurricane? No, they don't. No, not as far as I know. Which is yeah, I know the Hurricane Mark 1 and the Spitfire Mark 1 flew in the Battle of Britain. And there was twice as many Hurricanes as there were Spitfires, and they were up against the Messerschmitts of the German army. So, yeah, German Air Force, whatever. Check out the detail. Look at these rivets here. Look, and even that staining on the metal there. It's just crazy. Let me see if I can. So the texturing on this plane is top notch, absolutely top notch. As you can see, there's a couple of bolts there, a couple of rivets, I should say, that have got the paint missing around them. Absolutely superb texturing. So this is the kind of quality you're going to be able to expect from this plane. And as you can see, it's even got Rusty's Rambles written on the side there. That's my excuse. Now the flaps come out underneath, and they really do make a big impact on your speed, and they only indicate, the flaps fold down and you don't really see them from where you're sitting, and the only indication you have that the flaps are deployed is that it will a little tiny flap will come up on the top of the wing to show you that the flaps are deployed below. Let's go up here. We have our pilot, or me. And yeah, the detail is just really, really exceptional. So let's go inside, I suppose. And it's a fantastic plane. This thing, I've been doing a little bit of homework on it. This thing flies up at 38,000 feet. That's higher than a commercial airliner. And it will perform very, it's very maneuverable. It'll perform aerobatics and everything up there. I mean, it'll do 360 miles an hour, and it's measured in miles an hour, as you'll see here. That looks very strange, doesn't it? The needle goes around twice. So it starts off at 60 miles an hour, comes all the way around to 280 miles an hour, and then the needle goes around again up to 480 miles per hour. There we go. So I don't want to sit and really explain everything here. I'll probably forget most of it, but we've got oxygen stuff here. This is oxygen available to the pilot's mask. This is your radios. It's not currently functional, but pressing one of these buttons will allow you to use the air traffic control. If you don't press one of these buttons, there's no air traffic control available to you. These are the flaps, which you have to actually... let me see if I can show you this. I wonder if there's a way to show this. Yeah. If we take a look at the wing, see if I can get back far enough. Okay. In fact, I'm just going to use a key press. So here's on the wing. I'm going to just put the flaps down, and there you can see that opens up. You hear that? Let's take a look outside and see what's going on. Look, listen to how mechanical all this is. Oh, I just realized the driver's animated. The driver. The pilot is animated. There we go. So there's your flaps. And we have this. And you can actually see the shape of this, I don't know, stick. You can buy one of these with the pitch trim. You can actually get one. It looks like this shape. There's your trigger for firing. Won't be doing any of that. Look at the detail in here, guys. Look at this. It's absolutely tremendous. This is brilliant. I don't know if this actually works. I've looked in the PDF manual. Hey, Sebastian. The most iconic plane. Yeah, I'm not going to argue with that. It's a supercharger. Yeah. The one with the Merlin. This is the Merlin. Merlin 66, I believe, on this one. First, look at the reflection of this thing in here, the red. Apparently, then, when you're coming into land, if the wheels don't come down when you ask them to, this lever, which looks like it works because it's got a hand signal on it, I know the lever moves, but apparently it will explode a canister, probably this thing, I don't know. It detonates a canister which pushes the wheels down. And then there's another box, which I think is this one, and it's an IFF detonation. So it's apparently if the plane's going to fall into enemy hands, rather than blow up the plane, it will destroy and detonate. It will detonate all the instruments. Because apparently the technology, we don't want the instrumentation technology falling into enemy hands, and so but that doesn't work in the sim. We can't detonate anything there. This is the oxygen supply, so we've got to turn that on, and then once we flick this switch to horizontal, then this needle will go all the way around, and then we know that we've got oxygen supply to the pilot. What else? Magnetos, nose up, nose down. This one is brakes. So as you can see, the parking brakes are on because we have brake pressure. If I take the parking brakes off, we lose brake pressure there on the parking brake. So yeah, we are on. Then we have altitude, obviously the altimeter here. Let me just reset that. Oh, it seems to be okay as it is. Oh, thank you, Sebastian. Just because you're flying one of my favorite birds. Yeah, it's and me too. I mean, it couldn't be more iconic, right? Thanks, Seb. Hey, RM. I think most people would see a generic commercial jet. What do you mean? Hey, Aquatic, how you doing? Welcome, sir. Yeah. Well, today we're not going to be doing a generic 737. Today is all about the Spitfire. So to do the flaps, you just grab and you pull down. You just keep hold of the mouse and you pull it down. This one is your position lights, your nav lights and stuff. Then you've got your climb and your descent, so that's an important dial. And apparently this one is quite different from other planes. The side slip and the turn are meant to be, normally the turn's at the top and the side slip's at the bottom. I believe the side slip is the important one for when you're on the runway. I tried taxiing and I failed. I touched the wing on the ground because when the wheels are out, you can see the wheels, they're very close together. So it's quite easy to tip the plane on taxiing, and you have to sort of taxi in kind of an S shape, going left and right, so you can just see where you're going. Yeah, so you can just see where you're going, because otherwise you can't see the runway. What I can do though is I can move kind of my seat position and then see outside. I can do it that way. We've got floodlights, and then we've got the boost coil and the engine starter. Now I'm going to get to this a bit later, but I will mention that in the real plane you have to press both of these together, and obviously you can't do that here. So what they've done very cleverly is they put a little invisible thing in the middle. If I pressed in between the two buttons, it will press both of them together. That's kind of cool. Well done on that one. So this is the propeller RPM. Supercharger here, we've got auto and we've got manual. Guess we're going to be leaving it in auto. And then we have the, this is medium speed and I think this is fast speed. Then we have the amount of boost. I don't pretend to understand everything at the moment. But yeah, you know, with time. This is oil temperature, oil pressure, and radiator temperature. So we've got to keep an eye on those that we don't go too hot. This is the amount of fuel. I know it looks like we don't have any, but we do. If I press the button, it will show us how much fuel, and then I release. So now there is a top tank and a bottom tank. Unfortunately, due to limitations on the SDK, on the software development kit for this, it's normal that the top tank drains into the bottom tank, but it doesn't do it on this plane. So I think we've only got the bottom tank. So let me just test something here. Where's the fuel? So I think the top one is the bottom tank, and this is the top tank. If I fill that up to there, then press the button. Yeah, there you go, look. But now we have a full tank of fuel. I don't want to fill it full. The plane's going to be a handful as it is. So this bottom one is basically useless, I think. Yeah, it doesn't work. They may be able to get around this at some point in the future, but for right now, we'll have to stick with this. So we've got 22 gallons. I don't know. Oh, no, I don't know how long that's going to last. Maybe we better put some fuel in. Should we try go full? I don't know. Yeah, okay. So we got a full tank. Right, we've got to keep an eye on that. Right, so that's all the gauges. There's some hidden buttons and lights and everything around here, but you've really got to navigate around. Let me see if I can do this. So if I go forward, this is really weird. What's this? See, I didn't even see that one. There's a light. Where's the wobble board? Where's the wobble thing? There it is, the wobble pump. So this is the fuel pressure warning light. That will stay red when we start up the engine. It'll stay lit up. Then we have to use the wobble pump once the light goes off, we've got enough fuel pressure. I don't know what those do, if anything, probably nothing. This is the gear up and down, I believe. Yep, landing gear up, down. And what's this? Fuel jettison, tank fuselage. Oh, that looks like it's it's clickable. I don't know if it's operative or working or whatever, I don't know. Right, on the other side then, we have these levers, throttle, didn't mean to do that. So we've got throttle, mixture control for the fuel, and then there's another lever down here, propeller RPM, which I'm going to struggle grabbing hold of, I think, at some places. This is the battery master switch. What I like about this is if you push the throttle forward a little bit, it will trip that switch and switch the battery on. That's kind of cool. We'll get to that in a second. This is your pitch trim. Then we have the rudder trim here, this wheel, but it's not really acknowledging at the moment. Let me just sink into the ground. Rotating compass. Again, I'm not going to get into this today because I don't know what the hell I'm doing with that. I'm going to leave it. Come on. Alright, so we got radiator, flap, pitot heat, and underneath here, this is the one I want to get to. I've got to come right the way down here to get to this one. Nope. Still can't get it. Try moving across this way. There we go. Fuel switch pump. I'm not sure at what point you turn that on and off. Fuel pump. Use only with engine running or fuel cut off. Okay. I guess I'll turn that on a bit later then, right? How amazing is this plane? Aza Lacoma. Hey, Aza, how you doing? Yeah, no cannons on this one though, RM. I hope you're wearing my leather flight jacket. What hell? No flight jacket for me. Right. What else? What else do we have? Because we're going to have to get this thing started up in a minute. I'm going to try and remember how to do it all. I'm probably going to fluff it. We may have to go through the checklist, but we'll try. Now, I know on the pitch trim, I think we want to start... As we move this, you'll see here on this needle, I think we want to start with a little bit of nose down on the pitch trim. So let me just move that. See, it's moving down. All right. Now, I'm going to move the throttle forward just to click that battery switch on. And you'll know when it comes on because this gear light indicator will light up. There it is. It's flicked the switch. I'm going to just move that back and then just forward a little bit, maybe about 11%. Okay, next thing then. Mixture control all the way forward, propeller RPM all the way forward. Getting scared already. I know this is going to really task me. Oh yeah, there's this engine primer. Doesn't really do much at the moment, but you can't do anything with it. It clicks, nothing happens, but if you unlock it, which we can do by twiddling it, then we can prime it. But nothing actually is happening with it right now. Doesn't really make a difference to your flight. So fuel pressure tank, I guess we better put that on, right? I don't know. I think so. So now you can see that light is on. We'll get rid of that in a second. Magnetos. No sounds for the magnetos as of yet. I think they might add those later, I guess. Where's my position lights? Okay, position lights are on. And I want to turn the oxygen on now. So if I go here, oh, I'm out of position, I think. Can I do it from here? Probably not. Oh, there we go. It's a little squeak. Okay, so now the oxygen is turned on. If I turn this, we should get some oxygen supply to the pilot. There it is. But as I'm on the ground at the moment, I don't need it. Well, I guess we're ready to start up and see what happens. Oh, hang on. We need fuel pressure. I'm just going to wobble this till that light goes out. Can't do it as quick as the real pilot. Have I done this right? Not going out. It should have gone out by now. Does it take longer because I've got a full tank? Or is it that red switch underneath that I shouldn't have on? Why hasn't that gone out? Come on. Let me turn this off. Anybody know how to fly a Spitfire? Why isn't this light going out? Have I missed something? Something to do with the fuel? Let me just go down into the depths of this plane again. I'm going to put that switch on. Just see if that makes a difference. Oh, hello. Yeah. Okay, that sounds like we've got some difference made there. I'm going to put that back on now. Out. First time I sat in this plane and did this, it went out. Oh my god, let's just keep backing this thing. Okay, let's try it with the knob off. Do you have to start the engine first? I don't know. I can't remember whether I start the engine first. I don't think so. I think I've got to have fuel pressure first. Why is this not going out? What the hell? Why not? Let's put that down there. Get it off there. I might have to follow the checklist, guys. What the hell? Oh God, I know what it is. I haven't put the fuel thing on here. Look. Duh. There we go. All right. I knew I'd missed something. Right, so let's put this back forward again. Now, as for the fuel thing here, I don't know whether I should have that on now or after the engine starts. I think it's after the engine start, really. It's so tricky to get to. I wonder if I can bind a button to this. Oh, I'm going to leave it on. It's got a sound to it that sounds like it should be left on. All right, we should be able to start it up now. Let's crank this thing. I'm not going to say anything here. I just want you guys to listen to this. All right. So, open these covers. Try and do it from here. With the kind of... Oh, hang on. Or I forget, because I know I will. Little animation there. Leave the canopy open for now. Apparently you're supposed to leave it open when it's as you take off and when you're coming into land. Here we go. Oh yes, I got it started. Oh, I forgot to connect my throttle up. I wonder if it'll allow me to do it now. Let me just see. There goes the throttle in. Let's see if it'll do it. Okay, I've lost control of Flight Simulator. don't know why it wants to do it like this. I've already got it set up. Not this one, is it? There you go, Rusty's throttle profile, that's fine. Well, bollocks to that. Let's do it again. Did I not have the parking brake on then? I think I might have released it. That might be a thing. All right. Let's see if I can quickly go through this again. I'll probably forget everything now. Right, so I'm going to keep the throttle control right down. Put that up. A lot of these controls, let me just move the stick back so I can reach this thing. It's right, parking brake. Yeah, I don't know if that's set. It is, because we've got brake pressure. So that is definitely set. And I'm going to turn this, and I'm also going to turn the oxygen on. Squeak, squeak. I don't know if I don't think it will kill me if I don't turn it on, but right, I'll come down. I'm going to switch this lot on anyway, just in case. I'm going to have to read up about this fuel pump switch, whether it needs to be on all time, because I'm not 100% sure about it. Okay, just trim the nose down just a little. I think we're good. I think that's everything. Check flaps. All good. All right. So, try and keep the parking brake on this time. Are we good? Right, is my throttle working? Yes. Right, you guys want to listen to the outside of this, I presume, so let's go outside. Gotta close my door. I guess we need to put some more power into this. Let me see if I can do that from here. Yep, all good. Right. Tally-ho, chaps. Now I'm going to use a pushback app to get this plane pushed backwards, because if I don't, well, it hasn't got reverse gear, so I'm going to have to do something. Where are we? Pushback. And yes, I am going to have to take the parking brake off. That wasn't even a flight, Freaky. That wasn't even a flight. That was just a... yeah, shortest... yeah, not even a flight. Alright, let's see if we can get a pushback. I guess... oh, hang on. Right, look, watch. The electrical systems must be turned on to use ATC. Okay, so we have to do that. So we can click any of these buttons marked ABCD. We'll click that in. And now we have... and we're going to depart... which way are we departing? South, I guess, right? The initial journey is to go south. It is indeed. So I'm hopeful they're going to give me runway 21.
066 with Echo request taxi for takeoff south departure.
Rusty Romeo 66 taxi to and hold short of runway 21 using taxiway Hotel Delta Delta 1. Contact tower on 1 tree 4.805 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 21 via taxiway Hotel.
This is the hard part now. Is taxiing this damn thing. Right, let's get the tug. And now I'm going to take the parking brake off. Is it off? It is now. You've got to be so careful on the brakes as well, because it can, you know, the back can tip upwards and knock the propeller into the ground. Don't really want to be doing that either. Okay, we have no brake pressure, as we can see there, no parking brake pressure, so that's me putting the actual normal brakes on, and that is working nicely. I have oxygen. Don't really need it yet, but I'm going to when I get up there. Fuel pressure is 40. That oil pressure, sorry, is 40. I think that should be at around 60, but I may need to put a bit more boost in for that. Oh, and I'm going to add a bit more fuel as well. There we go. All right. Right, now, very, very gentle. Now I do have the ability to look out the plane like this, but that's kind of difficult because that's the left Alt key with the cursor keys, and that's a little bit difficult to do while you're taxiing down a runway. Right, I've got to keep an eye on my slip, side slip. I'm just going to take it very careful, guys. I'm a little bit nervous. Look at the nose, right? You can't see out the front window. Forget it. So you can imagine what it's like to land this thing, right? You can't see the runway in front of you. That's why the canopy has to be open. Oh, man. This is scary. Don't. Lord. I'm just taking it as gentle. I don't want to get that side slip too far out. I failed this last time. I was a bit impatient going up the runway, and I need to bind, you know what I need to do? I need to bind a key to this, or a button on my joystick, so that I can, or maybe my mini joystick on my joystick, I can bind it to looking sideways. Maybe that would help. I'm just going to take it nice and easy. Using these blue arrows for reference, and I don't know when I've got to turn off. Oh, now what? So it's a little way up there. I'm not in a hurry, because I know what happens when you are in a hurry. All I've got to remember to do before we take off is the flaps. And then once I'm in the air, I want to be around 2,650 RPM on the prop. I'm just dabbing the brakes. You know when you're in a car and you just push the brake, like to simulate ABS, you just go bang, 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 bang on the brake. That's what I'm doing now, so that this thing doesn't it doesn't tip up. How did these guys fly this? And landing without seeing the runway at night? Come on. Jimmy Carter. Hi Jimmy, welcome to the stream. I think doing this from the outside is probably best until we're getting ready to go. Now here's another thing, because of the propeller torque, as you're going down the runway, the plane has a very strong desire to pull to the left. And I've got to try and correct that. You don't even think about it. I've got to correct that with my rudder controls. This is probably something I'm not going to be able to manage. We will see.
Runway 21 ready for takeoff.
This plane's going to really want to go to the left.
Rusty Romeo 66 cleared for takeoff runway 21 departure to the south approved.
Let's see if we can do this battle a bit. I just want to get down to the White Cliffs.
Cleared for takeoff runway 21 Rusty Romeo 66.
Bring a tear to my eye. Tim! Hi Tim! Chocks away, old chap. Yes, what how? Here we go. Oh, come on, Merlin. Not too much now. Take it easy. Wait a minute, where's this thing going? Oh, and guess what? Oh, yeah, there's another thing it has as well. When we get in the cockpit, we'll take a look at this. When we get on the runway and in the cockpit, we'll have a look. So, if you're starting on, instead of on the runway, if you're starting on grass or gravel or something like that, you're taking off on grass or gravel, to avoid crap getting into the radiators, there is a radiator carb filter thing. I can't remember where it is now. Carb air filter. So you would flick that on, and if you're taking off on an asphalt runway, you don't need to do it, and that would make sure that no dust and crap and stuff gets into the radiators. But we're taking off on tarmac, so we don't need to do that. Guys, are you ready? I'm not. This plane's going to pull to the left. I'm just going to try and be gentle with it. Right. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm checking my boost and everything, but come on, darling. Just gentle. When are you going to start pulling to the left? Oh, now. Okay, now. Oh, no. Oh, lots of talk. Lots of talk. Let's get her up. Get her up. Get her up. I'm going to have to severely practice this, guys.
Rusty Romeo 66 continues for south departure. I will contact units when you leave my airspace.
I didn't use flaps either. Maybe I should have used flaps. Might have taken off a bit sooner.
You are leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
I can't even hear her because I've got the cockpit open.
Tower Rusty Romeo 66 frequency change.
Right, let's close the canopy. Okay. Let's go to the waypoints, guys, and do the Battle of Britain run. Dun, 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 dun. I was going to put the Battle of Britain music on the video, but I'd probably get demonetized and copyrighted and all that stuff. So I'm just going to back off the throttle a bit. Ideally, what I want to do, I think, is bring the RPM down. See, it's not throttle control I want. Where are you? I can't get to it, you see? Oh, it's so finicky to get to. Oh, this is crazy. want to get to the RPM control. She's sitting at 3,000 and that's a little bit too high for me. Be damned, come on. Okay, 2.5 RPM, stay there. Because once we're there we can sit here all day. A little bit low, 2.5, but it should be not too bad. I just wish it there we can just grab it there just a little bit. I can't match the waypoints until I've got this in a good place. There we go. I have no idea what my altitude is right now. I need to come a bit further down. I'm nearly 6,000 feet up. I don't want to be that high. Well, this is the default sitting position. Let me see if I can bring myself down a little bit. But yeah, this is the default sitting position in this plane. Let's open the canopy, shall we? Let's have a listen. Oh, too much buffeting. Oh yes. British countryside. British plane, the Spitfire. Absolutely iconic. Thanks, Andy. Yes, pop a like in if you like. Even if you don't like me, but you like the plane, that'll do. That counts. So I think everything's okay. Boost is 4, 5, boost 5, is that good? I don't know, oil pressure's okay. I am descending. Tells me here on the climb, I'm just looking at that. And also the on here. I think this is okay. We'll just trim it out now. So what I'm going to try and do now is just pitch trim the aircraft so that it's going to sit on its own level. I'm just doing that on my joystick. Keep an eye on this dial. I'm going to try and keep it at 0 with my hands off the throttle or the joystick. I think I need it just somewhere in between. I hope you guys are getting the sounds okay. I don't fancy doing a barrel roll. I know this plane is very capable of doing it, but I don't know whether I'm using the right amount of revs or boost or what. So let's have a look at my little nav map and see where I am. Okay, so we're just over, we're in between Maidstone and a place I can't see, Staplehurst, approaching Ashford. So I think this waypoint is just before we get to Ashford, and then we'll take a little flip to our left, and then we'll soon be at the White Cliffs. Have I tried in VR yet? I have. I tried it once. My frame rates are not fantastic, and that's despite the fact that Flight Simulator, the devs have kindly thought to build in different graphic options for VR and desktop. So I think on VR I'm using low to medium, and the frame rates are not brilliant. They're okay over scenery like this, I would say, British countryside where it's just like this. But when you have like a city or something, it's not good. However, having said that, putting frame rates aside, the feeling in the plane it looks amazing. There's no two ways about that. It looks fantastic. So yeah, I have tried it briefly, and yeah, I just my graphics card's not quite up to the task really. But it tries. It does try. Can you guys hear that? Do you guys hear the, like if you've got stereo guys or headphones on, do you hear in your left and right ear the differences? Whoa. I've just done an exorcist thing there, just twisted my head round. He's got his mask on, look. This is something else, man. This is something else. What a plane. And what a beautifully detailed version that they've given us as well. There's my ruddery things. Ooh. This plane's very sensitive. You've got to handle her very carefully. Right, we have a city on our right, which is, I believe, let's have a look. Where am I? That is Ashford. We're just flying over Ashford now. I'm going to see if I can unpin the chat so that I can have it at the same screen as little nav map. There we go. Oh! Come on, this is not the time to mess with silly windows. Okay, there we go. I think I've got it sorted. Hey Roger, how are you doing, sir? You hear the differences. Oh, cool, Asa, that's brilliant. What's my altitude now? Because I've not been keeping an eye out. Just over 4,000. That's good. That's good. I've seen the Spitfires and Hurricane at the air show over real awesome planes and sound incredible. Yeah, there's nothing bad to say about a Spitfire, is there? Come out of the sun. Hey, Thomas Hughes. Yes, another stream. It might look like it, but we're not flying an Imperial Courier. Oh, there we go, guys, look, we're approaching the coastline. White cliffs. Seeing a Spitfire in the white cliffs, I might get emotional. I don't think I will, but it'll just be nice to see it. I'll try and fly low, because we are very, very much approaching Folkestone right now. Very much approaching Folkestone. It's more like a crate. Yeah, pretty much, with all the piping and the wiring, and very, very well made. Very well made. I think this plane was already out though for X-Plane, maybe, I'm not sure. What PC are you using? Oh wow, it's I'll tell you what, I can answer that quickly. Susboy 10. If you look in the video description, you should see my PC specs in there. They are pretty up to date. God, if imagine that. Right, I will tell you that when I took this plane out earlier and I came in to land, I did pretty good. You have to land on all three wheels. You have to land on the back wheels and the front wheels, and you can't see the runway, and but I did do it. I did do it, so I'm just hoping that I don't fluff it this time. Okay, we're going out to sea now, so the White Cliffs must be, because this is where we now patrol the White Cliffs. It's essentially like a patrol route, I suppose. I'm just going to tilt a bit further away from the waypoint, come on a different angle. Right, so Folkestone is on our right. I guess that's it over there. And we have another freeze. There we go. Oh, guys. Cliffs of Dover, look over there. This is where it starts getting freaky now. Because I can't tell my altitude. It's more difficult to tell my altitude when I'm going over the water. But I'm going to hit that waypoint nonetheless. Hey Daryl. I'm doing okay, matey, thanks. Yeah, 3080 would be awesome aquatic. It really would. But I don't see how that's even remotely possible at the moment. Look at the etching marks on the glass as well. Look at this. Yeah, this is the run they had to do. There we go. Now, shouldn't those white cliffs be white? I know they are when you get close, unless that's them up here. Ooh, I'm getting a bit too low. This thing climbs and descends really quickly. It's a monster of an engine on this thing. Seen these in better detail. I don't know why it hasn't loaded them in properly. That's a disappointment. Those normally look a lot better than this. I don't know why that's... Oh, okay, there we go, see? And there's a screenshot. because you have to do these things. Right, we're a bit low now. So we're going to just climb a little bit more now. I'm not going to put any more throttle in, or engine, or propeller. I'm just going to leave it as it is, because I'm scared. I should probably turn down the mixture and stuff like that, but again, I'm just not going to mess with it. It's working, it's moving. That's good enough for me. Yeah, no, I'm not even going to try a barrel roll. I know it can flip round like crazy. It is difficult aquatic, yeah, I know. I believe they released a 3060 RTX today. Is it today they released it? I don't know how good that is or what it compares to. And I just clicked on the wrong page. Okay. So we're now going past... come on, map, tell me. I think that's... I don't know, that might be Manston on the right. I really don't know. It's an honor to fly this plane. Now I think on the approach to the runway, it's 80 miles an hour we need to be at. I'm doing around 240 right now, miles an hour. Take a screenshot of that. Thing is, when you're in drone mode, you've got no control over the plane, so... I've got Star Wars Squadrons. I'm not sure if I have it. I've got Star Wars Battlefront. I don't know if I have it or not, to be honest. I might, because there's a couple of games I've got free from Epic, but not played them, so I'm not actually sure. Waypoint 10. I think there are 12 or 13 waypoints. Let me just check. 14 waypoints, and then Biggin Hill after that. So far so good, guys. So far so good. Okay, so now we're at 3,000 feet. Keeping this thing level is... Ugh. Even pitch trimming. I wonder if you can adjust on takeoff. If you can adjust the rudder trim to compensate for the propeller torque when you're taking off. I wonder if you can. I don't know. I wonder. Are we getting grey skies coming over or what? Is it just me? So on our left is a place called Sturry. Oh, Dunkirk, eh? Dunkirk? Canterbury Cathedral, there it is. I'm sure looks very nice, but I'm not going to fly past it though. But yeah, that's Canterbury on the left. Doesn't this plane sound beautiful though? Oh. It comes with a 26-page PDF file all about the plane and how to fly, all the instruments, and it's really well presented. I think the plane was around £19.50, but with tax and all that stuff, I think it works out to about £20. I mean, come on. It's a no-brainer, isn't it? It's cheaper than most planes you can buy. And no, it's just, you know, you can't fire, you can't shoot, but that's not what flight sim is about. So on our, it's not listed on the map. I was gonna mention what this town was on our right, but it doesn't say what it is. Thanet Way, I don't know. I don't know what that is. See, again, we've got the glass, look, with all the etchings on it. Yes. Woo! Ooh, I can hear the crackle of that engine. Is this the beginning of the Thames, guys, coming in? Yeah, you can, Remigos, you can exactly use pause to do the drone shots. Done that many times and got some really nice shots. There's just something about flying a Spitfire over the British countryside that is magical. And these planes protected our skies for so long. This and the Hurricane. Now it was I think I mentioned earlier that it was the Spitfire Mark I that did Battle of Britain with the Hurricane Mark I. And this is the Mark IX. Look how easy this thing is to maneuver. Jeez. It just turns on an absolute dime. It just doesn't care. Quite happy. I probably need to put more power into the engines in order to start flipping it over, doing a barrel roll. But I've seen it done with this plane already, and it's quite happy to do that. So this is now the Isle of Sheppey, I think we said it was. I'm just going to try and fit the rest of the route on my screen. I think I can, just about. Can I? Not quite. Almost. East Church Airfield. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, that's a very small... I wouldn't want to be landing there. I can help it. Got a little bit of wobble as we roll from side to side, but I'm going to check my fuel now, see how we're going. Oh, it's still full. Maybe I shouldn't have put any. Hey, hang on, I've got a lever down here to jettison some fuel. I wonder if I can be selective over how much gets jettisoned. I don't even know if it works. Guys, does anyone know what this is for? It's got feet and yards. Is it some kind of rangefinder for when you're shooting the planes or something? These cogs here that you can turn around. Does anyone know how they function? Must have used the gritty sponge to clean. Yeah, someone's been cleaning it with with a Brillo pad or something. Yeah, absolutely lovely detail. Absolutely, really, really lovely detail on this. Very, very impressed. Stoneacre Farm. I wonder if the owners of Stoneacre Farm know that their farm is a I don't know, is that a point of interest? Yeah, it's all about the sights there for the convergence of the guns. Oh, right. See, I knew somebody would know. And that is good, because it means I learn as well. And I just want to keep looking out on that wing, because that iconic elliptical wing with the blue and red circle on it there. Yeah, someone's been scouring these windows. I don't know what they've been using. It's just not on. I think this DET. Yes, this is the DET waypoint. DET. I think it's a VOR thing. Oh, don't start going into frame rate nonsense. This will be the third time in a row it does this. And it doesn't come back either. It stays like this. This has been since the latest build, or the latest update of Flight Sim. And I don't know what's causing it, guys. The frame rates just drop. They just end. And I don't think it's going to get any better. In fact, I think it just gets worse. Oh, that was a guess. Okay. Oh, are they for the convergence of the guns? Well, Roger says it's about the sights, so yeah, possibly. Oh, we have smoothed out. Oh, thank God for that. I know sometimes it has to fetch data from the servers and whatnot, but yeah. So waypoint 13, and then it's over to Biggin Hill, guys, which we're going to have to turn north for that. We're approaching a place called, oh, actually no, it's not Biggin Hill yet, is it? There's 14 waypoints. Snodland. Yep. Welcome to the world of Snodland. Down there. What are you if you're from Snodland? A snod? Right, let's go over here. Oh, I love the way this is turning. That is so smooth. But the Virpil joystick as well helps with this, because it's such a smooth stick to use. And I just grabbed another screenshot there. I'll Photoshop out the waypoint. Oh, look at that rudder, how sensitive it makes the plane. No! Catch the rest on the rerun. Okay. Helps you dial in. Okay. I figured as it was feet and yards, I guess it's like the scope on a sniper rifle, right? Something maybe on those lines? I don't know. Just a guess, really. Lining on how to line up, and so yeah, convergence. You might be right, Tim. You know, if what Roger's telling us is correct, which I've got no reason to believe otherwise. Yes, this is VR, Thomas. You can switch it in and out of VR as you wish. Now the sun's on down here. Look at all the grime and age and wear and tear you've got here. Whoever their graphics guy is, yeah, he needs a pat on the back, because the texturing on this plane is fantastic, inside and out. Right, this is the run to Biggin Hill then, where I finally mess up the landing. If I land it successfully, then we'll have done the full Battle of Britain run, and that'll be fantastic.
Enter left downwind runway 03 Rusty Romeo.
Oh, runway 3. Is that the one I want to be on? Oh, it looks okay. Now this is all about getting the speed right, the flaps, and oh my god, and not being able to see the runway. Altitude 3.5, and it wants me at 1,500 by the time I get there. Not a problem, we can easily sweep down to that. Listen to that noise change. Oh, the way that engine noise changes is just so believable. Absolutely fantastic. I'm going to pretend to play air shows. I'm going to pretend there's an air show on. Take off at Farnham. Or pretend I'm taking a passenger for a thrill ride. Oh, no pressure, Freaky, thanks. Don't mess it up. No, that's the intention. The intention is definitely not to mess this up. But you can appreciate this is not an easy plane to land or take off with, as you saw. Taking off with was very, very tricky. So I guess I just throttle back, right, and then leave the revs as they are. And then when I bring the gears out, there's Biggin Hill, look. When I bring the gear out, it's going to cause some drag to slow me down. When I bring the flaps out, oh boy, it's really going to slow me down. Yeah, I know, Freaky, but I'm not quite. I suppose I could if I was landing on runway 21, but sometimes I find it hard to even locate the damn airport. But yeah, I will eventually get to that point where I'll be landing without the pattern entry gates. But for now, I just don't feel that comfortable. I might do some practice runs with a small plane. At doing that, but all in good time, I think. So I think I need to just approach it around. I want to get to about 160 or 150, I think, right? I don't know. I don't know what to do. We're definitely going slower. I'm not too worried about being too fast at the moment, unless I can't make that left turn. I'm going to put the gear out, I think. We're under 160, so I think we can put the gear out. I think that's the right speed. Gears down. Oh, now we've dropped. Now the speed's dropped. Gear is down, as you can see there indicating. We are dropping now to 120 miles an hour. Once the flaps come out, we should reach the 80 that we need. Oh god, now I've got to fiddle with this.
Cleared to land runway 03 Rusty Romeo 66.
Well, I'm sorry about the floating words, Thomas, but you're just going to have to put up with it, because it's what I'm comfortable with. But I know it doesn't look right. You're quite right. There we go. We're blue. I don't feel comfortable doing this without the gates. Okay, so that last red is where we're going too fast. And that'll be when the flaps come down. I haven't put them out yet. And that's going to really slow us down. And I might even need to put more power into the engine to keep us up in the air. I don't know. We'll have to just play it by ear. Yeah, it is weird. It's just a nice little helping guide. Oh, look. That means I need more power. Unless I land without the flaps. Okay, flaps. Whoa, look at this. Ah. Okay, so we have flaps down, we have gear down. And at some point, we're not going to be able to see the runway anymore. Oh, I forgot to open the canopy so we can have a look outside. I'm just going to have to wing it, guys. I'm using that white line for reference. We're a little bit to the right. Come on, sweetheart, come on. I think we're about to go over the threshold now. Come on, darling. There's the threshold. Oh, God. Right, now we got a brake. Come on. Shut up. I can use full brakes until we slow down. There we go. Oh my goodness. We did it. We did the whole Battle of Britain run. Yes! We did it. Oh, I'm so glad. I was hoping that after doing that run that I wouldn't mess it up at the end. Right, let's get it parked up and shut down. That was brilliant. What an amazing plane. Definitely, easily one of my favorites in the game. It's so different to everything else though. Oh, we better get inside with this one. I want to have a look at my slip. My side slip meter there, down here. Make sure I'm not going over.
Contact ground on 134.805.
Yes, darling, I'm not a passenger plane.
134.80.
Still have to do it though.
66.
Yes, picked off a few Jerrys, you know. Picked off 3 planes. Are we playing Battle of Britain bingo? Could be. I should have probably, coming in, I wonder if I should have put the propeller RPM back up to maximum on the way in. I mean, it is what it is now. Now I'm back to can't see where I'm going mode. Oh, I'm not going to go all the way around there and then come back all this way. I'm just going to cut this off right here. And this is where we stop. Don't mess it up. Oh, yeah, man. Right, parking brake on. Parking brake is on. I can tell by the meter, which is really good. Okay, so shutdown then would be, I guess we can just cut the fuel off or just pull this back. Open the door, get out, mission accomplished. Good day's work. Wow. Switch off all of the switches. Fuel remaining. Okay, so we used up what? A quarter of a tank, I guess? Yeah. Just a bit over a quarter, I would say. Ah, back in time for tea and crumpets. Yeah, fuel is off. Fuel is off. Fuel pressure knob is off. Fuel cutoff is off. Fuel pump needs to come off, doesn't it? So we need to sink down seat level. Quiet in here. Well, that was pretty damn cool, guys. So, yeah, this is available from flyingironsimulations.com. All one word, Flying Iron. They've got a few other planes up there for X-Planes 11 and whatnot, but this one might be the only one for Flight Simulator at the moment. But I thought this was just fantastic. And I really enjoyed doing that trip just now. It was amazing to do that. Let's just take another quick look at the run here. So what we just did, if I can bring it up on the screen, is this Battle of Britain. Your Battle of Britain airfields at Spitfire will take you in the old World War II RAF stations at Kenley, West Malling, Limper, Hawkinge, Manston, Eastchurch, Detling, and Gravesend. You'll be flying in the same historic airspace that the Battle of Britain was fought. Views of the majestic white cliffs of Dover and the North Kent coastline are a highlight of this flight. And that's what we just did. That same route is what these guys flew. Now, the White Cliffs were a little bit of a disappointment, but they're normally not that bad. It was only when we got close up that they rendered properly. And I don't know why it took so long to do that. But nevertheless, you know, it is what it is. But I think we got a nice treat there. Didn't get a score rating. No, I don't know. Maybe I've missed something. Oh, maybe I've got to turn the battery off. Hold on. It's hidden behind this switch. It's crazy what you've got to do. I've got to maybe just edge forward and then... I mean, this switch is just crazy. It's just out the way. Where the hell is it? There. Can't get to it, look. Ah. Bang. Before we shut this off, I have not yet seen the clipped wing version. So if you're interested to see that, let's have a quick look. Oh, the website. Oh, let me put the website up for you guys. In fact, I'll put the direct link to the plane on the website. There it is. Take a look at the clipped wing version and see if we can choose a different livery as well, and maybe take off or even go to the white clip straight away. So clipped wings, and now let's go to liveries. The Royal Air Force one looks nice. Is this kind of all chrome? I'm not quite sure what kind of liveries all that is. It might all be chrome or something. Have a look at that sometime. So RAF 93 Squadron. Oh, I've got to take the teeth out. Here we go. Take the teeth out. Yeah, this one. It's got to be that one. Now, will it let me go there? No. I want it's a POI I want. Channel Gliding Club. Over. But I actually want to be in the air, and I'm going to use some slew mode on this, I think. So I'm going to be starting in the air, unless I can go here. That is departure. There we go. So we'll be departing from the cliffs of Dover, airborne 394 feet. That's a bit low. All right. And we'll do it at midday. Flight conditions. I want something nice. I want visibility. Scattered clouds, perhaps. I don't want anything that's going to make it look bad. All right, let's have a look at the clipped wing version. I'm sure the interior is the same, startup's the same procedure, it's just the wings are different. I'm not going to go through all of that, it's just going to be straight in the air. Yes, the Battle of Britain Run. Had to do it, guys, had to be done. That is the first real, like, proper flight I've done in that plane. And it just made sense to do that run, I think. As it's such a important historic kind of thing. But as for a score, Freaky, you don't really get a score. Like 25,600 XP rating. No, it doesn't really work that way. And let's have a look at the wing. You can see that the shape of the wing here is, look at that. They just clip the ends off. Is that to get it down narrower alleyways? Look at these shots, though. Oh my God. Beautiful. Oh, that looks menacing with that livery on. Grey nurse. Yeah. Here's your medication. This will heal you of everything. look at that view. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Okay, so yeah, everything inside is as it should be. But the wings are just clipped on the ends. Let's see how aerobatic this thing is. Man, those things are bright. 8 miles, isn't it? The White Cliffs of Dover, I think they stretch 8 miles, I believe. That's what they're supposed to look like, so I don't know why I was getting that crappy stuff before. That's what it's supposed to look like, boy. Oh, yes. Let's give it a bit of fire. Oh, man, this thing can turn. Jeez. When I compare that with like the Cessnas and stuff like that, I mean, just forget it. There's no comparison here. Oop, that's difficult. Let's see if we can screenshot that. There we go. Yeah, now I think we don't want to get... I think if you push too hard on the engines, they will get hot. I don't know what happens after that, though. I've never actually put it to the test. Right, I am really giving it some now, so... I guess everything is full. Yep, everything. We're on 100% everything now. No problem. Like, nothing. Would you get a pilot lessons if you... No. No, I would love to, but I would get too anxious. Yeah, no problem. Look at that. Oops, go that way, Rusty. That's it. Should we loop the loop? First of the few. And what is that? What's that, Freaky? Were they on aircraft carriers? Might be clipped for that. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Oh, gold. I've just brought me breakfast up. Yeah. I mean, no problemo, right? At all. When I'm on full throttle, this thing just... it will dance for you. How are we doing heat-wise? Oh, it's okay. It's 100, 140 there. What are we doing for fuel? Okay, good. Boost is high in the... oil temperature is high. Yeah, we better watch where we're going. Right, I'm going to see if we can... stall it. I'm just going to keep pointing up with no power. And is she going to stall? Of course she is. I've got no control over the stick anymore. I don't know if that was a proper stall. I don't think so. I don't think we can land there on the Channel Gliding Club. How about if we just give it some nice sunset shots? Maybe there. This should be set to music, guys. Oh, that sounds great, Freaky. I might have to check that out myself. Get a boating license. Yeah, gotta get a boat after that. I'll take another screenshot of that. This should be set to music. Woo-wee! This thing doesn't really complain about doing anything, does it? It's quite happy to to dance around in the sky as much as you want. Clipgate Farm Airstrip, shall we? Shall we better lose some speed if we're going to get the gear out. Got too much speed though. Can't bring the gear out. I don't think it'll break, but in reality it would. And the problem is, oh, we can't do it here. I don't think the speed's going to trim out as quickly as I would like. And I don't think that airstrip's going to be compatible with us. Ooh, that Merlin engine sounds like it's having a bit of a struggle. I might need to put more RPM on there. Oh, I need one of those throttle things. You know, the ones where you've got the blue and the red and the black things, and then I can just control it without having to do it on the plane. Maybe I can map some buttons on my joystick to do it though. Oh, now let's have a look at this. We missed this last time. Let's go and see Canterbury Cathedral. But then, I don't know about the aircraft carrier. It could be. I mean, the wings don't fold up or anything. I'm going to have to Google that and find out why they clip the wings on the Spitfire. First of the few. Yeah, I'm going to have to check that out for sure. Get in a bit low, and then I think probably just pause. Let's try not to hit the building, eh? Spitfire hitting Canterbury Cathedral probably wouldn't go down well. Although Sky News would have a field day. Is that screenshot worthy? No, not with that 723 thing over the spire. I used to be able to control the speed of this drone, and I'll be damned if I remember how. Yeah, it's got some fairly good detail going on. It's a pity about the car park and stuff down there. We seem to have a Spitfire. Whoa. Look at these graphics. I love this this simulator when it's at sunset or sunrise. It always just looks stunning. I mean, how is my graphics card even coping with this? Let's open her up, I think. Oh, listen to that Merlin engine. Aha, thank you, Tim. 2D image car park. Increased rate of roll. Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, that would be interesting to compare it with the plane we just took, because I didn't roll it because I wasn't using full power. But yeah, this thing rolls like a beast. I mean, it seriously does. God, even the engine, the sound you heard it. It's a good thing I'm strapped in. I could have fallen out there. Just the way the engine sound changes. Look how quick it descends and stuff. And this thing, I think you can get it on a certain angle of an incline, and it'll sit there on boost for like an hour or so, just going up and up and up and up and up. But to think these things can go up to 38,000 feet and just patrol the skies from, Jesus, from that high. That is serious. I mean, look, we're ascending quite quickly, and it's still pushing 220 miles an hour while we're doing that. There you go. So the altitude now, what is that, 400 or 4,000? Yeah, that's just 4,000 feet per minute. And we're still, yeah, we're still over 200 miles an hour. I mean, I love it. Seriously though, what is not to like about this? I wonder how high we can get it. Should we, let's slew it upwards, I think. If we slew it up, just to speed things up a little bit. And again, I used to be able to speed this up as well. No idea how high we are now. Whoa, listen to that engine change there. Gear warning. do not take off if light is on. Right, that might be a problem because I'm already kind of in the air. Oh, that's just beautiful. Yeah, I'm going to be taking some screenshots while I'm up here. Let me see if I can find out from little nav map what my current altitude is. 23,800 we're at. And she's quite happy up here. Yeah. Are we there yet? I don't have a place to go actually. Maybe we should try and land it at Gatwick. Let's have a look and see what we do have. Oh, don't have any air traffic control. Let's turn it on. Rochester. No, that doesn't look good. There's no tower. Anything that says airfield, kind of don't really fancy it. I want something bigger. Old Hay Airfield. That doesn't sound like a big one.
Southend Tower Grey Nurse Victor is 17 miles.
Grey Nurse Victor.
Grey Nurse Victor, Southend Tower. Fly left downwind runway 23. Altimeter.
And we are going to have the gates on again, I'm afraid.
Enter left traffic runway 23 Grey Nurse Victor.
Oh, we're going to start picking up some serious speed now, I think. I love what this plane can do. I have no idea where the gates are though. There we go. You want me at 1,000 feet? Okay. Oh, it's on YouTube? Awesome, that makes it easy. Okay, we're at 4,800 feet right now, so we need to come down a little. And it doesn't really matter if I fluff this landing. I'll try not to, but it won't really matter too much. Actually, I think I'm going to leave those up. Just use the throttle. Okay, where are we now? 2,400 feet. Doesn't that just look incredible? That looks real to me. So we're going to be landing at Southend then. We're going to be attempting to land at Southend. My revs are a little bit down. my revs are now 2,000 and they don't appear to be climbing. What have I done? Why? What's happening? Something's not right, guys. Are we overheated or something? I've got no boost. I think I might have damaged something. We got no boost, guys. I'm not going to make it to that airport. We're going to put it in the Hudson. Gear out. We've just lost this. I don't know, it's a supercharger, I guess, right? But we're definitely going down. Another World War II experience then. Too fast. Run out of fuel? Could be. Could be. I mean, I don't know. I don't know that there's no way to find out, is there? Yeah, because the fuel dial, it does. They don't show you how much fuel you have because the dial is switched off to save battery power. And if you want to know what the fuel level is, you have to press the button. But yeah, when I was up in the sky and giving it full revs and everything, it could be that I ran out of fuel. But yeah, I was losing power. There was no way I was going to get mixture too rich, probably. Yeah, I mean, like when I'm flying the general aviation planes, when I'm in the air, I pull the mixture back to around 60-65%. Helps the plane fly better as well because you've got a nice better mixture of air and fuel, you know. Okay, well that was 2 hours, so I'm going to call it here, guys. I think that's a good place. And yeah, that is the Supermarine Spitfire. What a brilliant plane, and what a pleasure to drive. Oh look, the ace there on the back. What a nice showcase though. Yeah, well done to Flying Iron Simulations. And if you're listening, please do the Hurricane as well. And then you can do the Messerschmitt after that. And we'll all have a big LAN multiplayer role-playing World War II Messerschmitts versus, and we'll just talk into the microphones shouting rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat at each other and try and reenact. I don't know. It would be nice if those planes were in as well. Yeah, that is it. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. I thought that was just epic. Oops, that was too quick. You know why? Because I'm normally getting it ready in studio mode. And I'm not in studio mode. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I think that was a great thing to do. Successful takeoff, albeit very, very lively and dodgy. I'm gonna have to practice takeoff. I'm surprised that I nailed the landing better than I did the takeoff, but I'm gonna practice. I'm gonna practice and see where we are with it, and try and you know, practice makes perfect. So maybe I'm sure I'll improve my takeoffs. And then I'm sure I'll be featuring this plane again in another video. It's too good to just stick into one stream and then forget it. All right. Take care, everybody. I don't know if that's a Snoop Dogg song. Oh, Lancaster, yeah. Oh, all those planes, though. That must be amazing to fly, you know. Yeah, fantastic. Until next time, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you for watching and for all your likes and your comments, and I'll catch you on the next one. So bye for now.